This will be a video chart on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We're going to look at the daily time frame. I wanted to do this one today because after the crazy action that is now reflected on the chart in terms of this candlestick here, I do think that there's going to be a pullback. Now, I'm not saying that the markets are going to reverse and 2007, 2008 is going to happen again. I'm not saying anything like that. But I do think, according to the chart and looking at the chart, a very logical conclusion would be there is going to be some sort of pullback here. How deep it goes, that's a little too early to tell that. But the point of the video is I want to map out some support levels, and that way people that like to play bounces, people that want to kind of measure what sort of pullback is happening, can keep an eye on some areas to monitor and hopefully make their trading a little bit easier. So the first level of support is right here, that blue line. That is the 10-day simple moving average, and that's valued at 15,240. You can see here that the price hasn't been below it since March 17th. And then you can see here when it did get above it, found support, and then separated from it and hasn't even tested it. So it's really been cruising up along here. So that's going to be the first support. I don't foresee this one holding. I think there's definitely some closes below that level occurring. And then after that, you do have the 20-day, but a level that I'm going to be more curious about is right here, and we'll just call that 15,100. So I'll make that green to represent support. And the reason that sticks out is you can see here very clearly it was an area of resistance for basically 4 days in a row. So that's going to be another zone of support that I could, that I think will get tested here in the next few days. Maybe not this week, but next week. And then if this level could hold, I wouldn't be totally shocked, but I do think that given the candle, I think that down here, right around, we'll call this, let's see, that's 14,865. So 14,865 is a very important level of support, and I would not be shocked in the least to think that, or to see the price pull back down here. Maybe it'll make me look like a fool and not even come close to coming down in there, but that's just kind of the way things go sometimes. But I do not think it's illogical at all to think that this pullback is going to drop below 15,000 and then give this 15,865 area a test. And after that, if that one doesn't hold and then it comes down here and falls below the 50-day simple moving average, right now that's valued at 14,777, but that'll change as time goes by, so I'm not going to use that specific number of value. But if the price comes down here and then you start to get some closes below these levels of support, now we're talking about maybe even a potential bigger pullback. But one thing at a time. Let's first see how it reacts around these levels of support. If they even get tested, I'm not saying they will. I think they will, but there are no certainties in the stock market. But given from a technical perspective, I think these are very logical conclusions and ideas to kind of keep an eye on. So if you're long, you might want to lighten up some of those loads. If you like to short, you may be looking at a opportunity here. But with this candle that has been formed, I do think there's going to be some further selling as we go into the rest of this week and next week. So we'll just have to sit back and see what happens, but those are my thoughts currently. If there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, as you'll see, you'll get a free ebook. If you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and how to use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click down below and look at our video course, over 8.5 hours of education and teaching. It's been getting great third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education as a trader and check it out. Again, this was the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Thanks for listening.